Is Metallicus the Federal Reserve Revolution? Look at this, according to Kal over here, always covering Metallicus, Metal, XPR. Check this out. Metal blockchain isn't just another blockchain, it is the only one that is both FedNow certified and BSA compliant. Still believe banks and governments will build on XRP or ADA. Wake up, the only one way they'll get real adoption is to move to Metal. So, do you think that real adoption is going to be happening on Metal, XPR, and the overall Metallicus ecosystem? Certainly possible, folks, because the partnerships are there. But to be very honest, I do not like that cult approach. Although I agree that a lot of different projects have their own following, their own partnerships. But I think we need more than one project for this industry to thrive. To be very honest, be it XRP, ADA, Metallicus ecosystem, XDC, QNT. I think that collectively good projects can take this industry and legitimize it basically. So, anyways, Kal is right when he's saying that regulations aren't coming, they're already arrived. Because we are seeing time and again that regulations are taking place all over the globe, folks, not just in USA. We've seen recent SEC developments in USA, but the overall developments are happening globally. Metal is built for this new era, and everyone else is just playing catch up. Look at this. Metal blockchain, a BSA compliant layer 0 blockchain for finance, faster payments council, the FedNow service, instant payments pioneer. Awesome. Big news for the Metallicus ecosystem. Frank Mazza at Metallicus has been named to the US Faster Payments Council FPC 2025-2026 Board Advisory Group. In my opinion, this is really a great news because obviously this shows the growing influence of Metallicus. Obviously, look at this. Let me show you the news. Where is it? Yeah, look at this. Frank Mazza. I'm honored to share that I have been selected to serve on the 2025-2026 Board Advisory Group of the Faster Payments. This is awesome. These are really good developments, folks. This shows the growing influence of Metallicus, of the overall Marshall Hayner ecosystem. Look at this. Director of Blockchain for Institutions and Fintechs at Metal Blockchain, Metallicus. So, a two times best selling author as well. So, really, this is really good news in my opinion. We are going to change the world of finance. He has written April 11th, 2024. Screenshot this Metal blockchain. This is awesome, folks. This is really great. Let's see what else Frank Mazza has shared. Something of interest. Let's see if we can get something. Yeah, look at this fastest blockchain in the world loading. This Jonathan Gold, comptroller of the currency, community banks play a crucial role in providing essential financial services. Stablecoins are one way for these institutions to better serve their communities' payments need. Obviously, folks. As far as the TVL is concerned, look at this. EchoX has shared an interesting comparison over here. I really liked it. Some interesting comparisons, although obviously, like I told you guys, all projects are that want to change the world of finance, want to provide legit use cases are welcomed. But just for fun, look at this: TVL spread, XRPL $93 million, XPR $60 million, nearly a $30 million gap. Meanwhile, look at this: the market cap of XRPL is $167 billion. Meanwhile, XPR merely $165 million. So, really lagging. There are anomalies or irregularities when it comes to this comparison. So, why is that? Look at this: the XRPL has a market cap 1,000 times larger than XPR, yet the TVL is barely ahead. Why is that? Because too many XRPL builders spend more time extracting value from each other than actually adding value. Meanwhile, XPR launched in 2022 and is quietly stacking TVL at a pace that makes XPRL's excuses look weak. So it is simple. If XRPL wants to thrive in DeFi, the community needs less cannibalizing and more actual building. Folks, although I do not like this cult mindset, like I told you guys, but here EchoX is trying to make a technical point when it comes to DeFi TVL, and that XPR is basically exceeding here. So look at this. Well, XPR isn't as popular and not as widely known. There aren't nearly as many developers. It is like the amount of Ethereum chain developers compared to XRPL. There's like 20x more developers, just like any other chain. There will be builders that extract value from each other. I hear you, but that is exactly my point. If XRPL really has the popularity, the name, the recognition, the liquidity, and supposedly way more developers than XPR, then why is a smaller, lesser known chain almost matching XRPL in TVL with a 1000x smaller market cap? Let's see if anyone has replied over here. The numbers speak volumes. Okay, I don't know. Can anyone confirm if these are legit numbers over here? Because if they are, I mean, it is a talking point to be honest, because the market cap is certainly a lot more than XPR, almost 1000x. So interesting to say the least. Anyways, feel like to cover utility projects, be it XRP, hbar, Flare, Quant. We really like for this industry, the utility projects to succeed and make this industry a bit legit. Look at this. XPR is known as the Federal Reserve Revolution over here, according to Spry. Okay, this is awesome. The new financial system is a piece of that victory. Okay, awesome. Interesting over here. Spry giving us interesting, has given us an interesting video over here. Okay, Spry, Mr. Robot. Anyways, let's see what else do we have over here. Let me share with you this post by Mr. Aquaman. The best DeFi ecosystem on the planet. We saw the TVL. Now let's see some interesting insights from Mr. Aquaman. An interesting video that I had missed. Although this is 17 minutes long, we're going to be looking at a small piece of this. Let's check this out.
You know what time it is. It's your boy Aquaman, always bringing y'all the DeFi gems. Yo, today's DeFi gem, of course, we're going to spin this block many times. We're going to run it back. Metallicus, one of the top gems in crypto, in my opinion. Now, before we get this video started, I just want to start it off by saying this is not financial advice. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. And as a matter of fact, do not do what I do. All right. So let's move on forward. Metallicus. I figured I would do an updated video today on Metallicus because when I first started my YouTube channel, I did not have as many subscribers that I have today. And I feel like the frequency has changed and there's a lot more open-mindedness to other digital assets for some individuals. So I said, you know what? Let me talk about Metallicus again, break it all down, the ecosystem, and let's jump on in. Okay, so Metallicus has multiple different products. They got the WebAuth wallet, they got MetalPay, XPR network, which is a layer one of the fastest blockchains on the globe. They got MetalPay API, which is for businesses. They got the metal dollar, which is XMD, and the metal dollar is a basket of stablecoins. And as a matter of fact, the basket right now includes the PayPal USD stablecoin, USDC, and RLUSD just got added to it, and many more are on the way. Okay, because Metal blockchain not only is a layer zero, but it gives institutions the ability, and as a matter of fact, just businesses in general, the opportunity to start their own blockchain and have their own stablecoin. So how about them apples, right? And it's been said that every stablecoin that does come will be added to the basket of stablecoins here in the metal dollar, which is AKA XMD. And then they also got Metal X and Metal X lending, which is an entire DeFi ecosystem that runs extremely flawlessly, super smooth, and y'all need to just tap into these platforms if you have not already. So let's scroll on down here. I just wanted to read a couple things that I needed to highlight because this is something that I actually have not really highlighted before. I've kind of hinted that Marshall Hayner and his patents are aligned with regulations and, compliance, everything that's coming. Now, check this out. When you scroll down here on the metallicus.com website, digital asset platforms, the Metal X platform, which I just talked about, which is part of the DeFi ecosystem, is a decentralized exchange that offers speed, security, and multiple coin pairs. It supports a variety of DeFi features, including lending and borrowing, while maintaining compliance with the US regulatory framework. Yo, this is actually a pretty massive claim. And considering we know Marshall Hayner has 4 patents that involve AML, KYC, just everything that's aligned with this regulatory framework, they've been working on it years ago. They anticipated this day and this time to come years ago. And here we are, fast forward. They are one of the only ecosystems that can say they are maintaining compliance with the U.S. regulatory framework. So whatever that framework consists of, Metallicus is saying that they are aligned with that. And this is not a team that lacks integrity and lacks transparency. This is a team that is 1,000% honest and extremely transparent. And to put this on their website absolutely speaks loudly. All right. So let's jump on into it because I just want to go one by one here, just real briefly, and just show you what XPR network is. So XPR network is, again, a layer 1, and it's one of the fastest layer 1 blockchains that can run decentralized applications and make free and instantaneous payments. At its core, XPR network is designed to communicate with banks, payment processors, and traditional fiat gateways through XPR signing request. Now, keep this in mind, okay? So the ecosystem, the DeFi ecosystem of Metallicus, which is the WebAuth wallet and Metal X, sits on top of the XPR network. And this is a network and a layer 1 blockchain that has 0 payments. As you can see here, it says it here, make free and instantaneous payments, which is extremely just competitive. I don't know not too many projects that are going to be able to compete with that, let alone the speed and everything that it's aligned with, right? So with that being said, WebAuth wallet does not work, and WebAuth wallet is the native wallet in the Metallicus ecosystem. This is the wallet that you would need to get any of these digital assets that are on XPR or on the Metal blockchain. There's only one way, and it's the WebAuth wallet, which when you download this wallet, you have to go through KYC process. It's going to scan your face, scan your ID. It's about a 30-minute process, but they just mentioned back.
Folks, let's get on ahead and let's see what happened. It's what is happening this Kal. The future doesn't belong to the boomers clinging to outdated ways. It belongs to the young visionaries shaping tomorrow. When it comes to the world of tech as well, folks, the new era is taking over. The new era does not like outdated technology. They do not like obsolete ways. So the new kids aren't just in town, they're building the future brick by brick. And Metallicus seems to be that future. Marshall is leading the charge. This is the new world order built by us, for us. Interesting, to be very honest. Free the chains of the old system, free the innovators to build without limits, free the communities to prosper together, free the visionaries to light the path, free the metal. The revolution can't be stopped. Folks, Kal-El has been on fire, to be honest. Look at this. Free the money, free the people from crushing debt, free the future generations from final oppression, free the opportunity, free the world. Awesome. FUD XPR all you want, but receipts don't lie. Marshall was in the same room as Brito. There's a really interesting post over here, folks. I think you'd like this. And interesting things as to what Marshall has done and rubbed shoulders with. It is crazy to me that some people don't recognize the accomplishments of Marshall, who sat at the table with Brito, worked with and became close friends with Jed, is on the Dogecoin FDN, wrote the bill that set the stage for the Genius Act. Now, this one is certainly interesting because Genius Act has given a regulatory framework for stable coins, and it has really shown us the way, a beacon of hope for the world of digital assets. Created the first BTC wallet, okay, for Facebook, and made the most compliant ecosystem in crypto before anyone even knew what compliance was, which is Metallicus. I mean, this is huge and a bold statement over here to say that it is the most compliant ecosystem. I mean, that is a bold statement, but obviously, Metallicus is really cementing its place in the regulatory world of crypto. That's for sure. Yeah, awesome. The future is purple. Okay, this is a reply to this post over here. Michael Saylor says that the future is orange, and here Kal-El has replied, no, sir, the future is indeed purple. Look at this. The biggest shockwave of this bull run isn't what you think, it is the unstoppable rise of metal and XPR. So, folks, what do you guys think about metal XPR? Do you think that something big is coming? Do you think that the Federal Reserve revolution is happening? And do you really believe that XPR is the change that the young generation wants, the new generation of finance? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by checking out Patreon by following the link in the description box below. Until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.